Elhamdülillah, elhamdü rabbil alemin, ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecma'in. Neşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh ve neşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve resuluhu. Amma ba'd, fe ibadallah ittakullaha ve ati'uh. İnna Allaha ma'allezine ittaqav vellezine hum muhsinun. Allahu Teala fi kitabihil kerim. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Festaqim kema umirte ve men tabe ma'ak ve la tedgav innehu bima ta'malun basir. Sadakallahul azim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hel cezâul ihsani illel ihsan. Ve kâle Resulullah sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem A'budullaha keenneke terâhu fe in lem tekun terâhu fe innehu yarâk. Hâdâl ihsan. My dear sisters and brothers in Islam, before proceeding to deliver my khutbah, I would like to wish all of you a beautiful, a happy, a prosperous Hijri calendar of 1444. Inshallah, tomorrow will mark the 1444 new Hijri calendar, the beginning of a new year according to the Islamic Hijri calendar. May Allah Almighty Subhanahu wa Ta'ala grant you and all humanity a healthy, happy, peaceful Hijri year. Amen. In this khutbah, I would like to share with you two fundamental concepts of Islam which are complementary to each other, which are interrelated to each other, on which both Quran and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ put a lot of emphasis as a definition for Muslim. That is istiqamah, one of the term. The second term is al-ihsan. Istiqamah being straightforward, honest, or trustworthy, faithful, firm, well established on his or her beliefs. Ihsan, literally goodness or beautiful, doing good, giving good, saying good, acting good, in short. These two terms constitute, as a matter of fact, the very foundation of all the teachings of the prophets before even Muhammad ﷺ. So it is a prophetic teaching. After all, they came also to teach moral guidelines for humanity. The essence of our religion, Islam, is al-istiqamah, which also means sincerity, ikhlas, or you say honesty, which means to have full faith and trust in Lord, in the Creator of Allah, and also conduct yourself according to His teachings. To ask only Allah's pleasures and seek His pleasure when you perform something, whether yourself, your family, your friends, or your community. So that's why seeking the good pleasure of Allah. Be as you are, appear as you are, meaning inside and outside, we should be the same, according to this istiqamah, straightforward. The ayah which I have quoted, Surah Al-Hud 1:12, for you inshallah to read in the future. Allah Azza wa Jal addressing directly Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also to all ummah. Fastaqim kama umurta wa man taba ma'ak. O Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, you should be straightforward, and also people who return to me with repentance, those who are with you, straightforward. Be straightforward. I think the istiqamah, even the straightforward, is not enough to translate the full significance, full implications of this term. But literally saying, be firm, stay straightforward, be honest, stay on the right path, together with those who turn to me with repentance, together with you. Then ayah explains what it means. On the middle ground, وَلَا تَدْغَوْا. Do not go to the extremes. Ifrat and tafrit, extremes. Do not exceed the limits of your human boundaries. Do not overstep what Allah Almighty has given you, as like a blessings. Do not go further than that. إِنَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلَ بَصِيرٌ. If you do so, Allah is basir, meaning full aware of even what you hide in yourself and what you do. Brothers and sisters, therefore istiqamah is identified with very Islam itself. And وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ هُنَفَاءَ وَيُقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَذَلِكَ دِينُ الْقَيِّمَةِ. This is what we find. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, they have been commanded, meaning referring to us Muslims. No more than this. What is that? To worship only and only Allah with full sincerity, full devotion as hunafa, and keep on performing the prayer, keep on giving the charity zakat. This is what is qayyimah, dinul qayyimah. This is the straightforward path for all of you to follow. We all know that in this world, sincerity and honesty is the most important virtue and moral principle in all other works. So it is the highest quality of a human being today. Purest worship and full devotion to Allah Azza wa Jal, and also sincere in ourselves, sincere to others, and sincere to rest of humanity and our children. How important it is to inculcate this notion by living ourselves up to the standards of the meaning of the term in our family, in our congregation, in our community, and in particular for our youth. We don't have to teach this, we have to live with it. Therefore, when we speak about istiqamah fil qawl, fil amal, fil haya kulli. In our words, in our actions, in our life as totality together. So, sincerity, meaning when you take a verse from the Quran, you should be open to it, you should take it sincerely. When you listen to a word of wisdom, don't look something behind that. Take it if it benefits you. Do not go into the reading the intention of the person who is quoting this expression to you. Take it as it is. However, if it doesn't make sense to you, because Allah created us with reason, I will talk about later this, you can raise your question with the method of ihsan, by using a proper language, if you would like to ask for clarification or correction. So therefore, istiqamah and ihsan complement each other in our religion. That's very important. Now coming to the second one, because of our time constraint. Ihsan, the hadith which I have quoted is known as Hadith Jibreel, which is known to all of you. Muhammad ﷺ, when he was sitting in his Medina Munawwar, in his masjid, angel came in the form of a human being, raised 3 questions, in fact 4 questions. Mal iman, mal islam, mal ihsan, mal qiyamah. 4 questions. What is Islam? What is iman? What is ihsan? And when is qiyamah? I will leave all the others aside, and the question comes, mal ihsan. What is ihsan? What is beautiful? What is good? Remember, as I mentioned before in one of my khutbahs, 2 grandchildren of the Prophet Muhammad, Hassan and Hussein, coming from the same root, beautiful, Hassan and Hussein. So Rasulullah when the angel asked the question, he said, أَعْبُدُ اللَّهَ كَأَنَّكَ تَرَاهُ فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. You should serve Allah, your Lord, as if you see Him. Although you don't see Him, He sees you. What I understand from this, very simple. Whatever you say it as beautiful as possible. Whatever you do it as beautiful as possible. Whatever conduct or behavior you are, doing, or affair you are performing or conducting, do it to the best of your ability. Why? Allah is with you. Allah is seeing you. Allah is watching you in and out. So this is the meaning, literal meaning of that. You do it, whatever you do it, as best as you can, as most beautiful as you can. But Quran says, "Hal jazaa'ul ihsani illa al-ihsan." If you do so, you will get the same goodness from Allah and from all people. In Surah Al-Rahman, is there any compensation for goodness other than the goodness itself? Is there any reward for goodness other than the goodness itself? So, the fruit of goodness is good. And if you do good, and you will earn and receive good. Now, I'm going to, inshallah, quote another ayah and explain to you in the historical context and relate that ayah to us today. Remember, we always say, when you present Islam to foreigners, you do it with wisdom, as Quran says. I'm going to read it to you. When you present Islam, morality, our teachings, our values, to someone who are not familiar, as a matter of fact, not only that, whatever you talk about Islam, even your Muslim brother and sister, you do it in the best way. Not hurting them, not insulting them, not, imposing them. That's ayah says. It's not necessarily non-Muslims, but even the Muslims. Inshallah, I'm going to give the historical context of this ayah to make it clear. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. Call upon to the path of your Lord, Allah's path, بالحكمة, wisdom. It's a full of meaning. No need for me to explain. Every culture has a different understanding of hikmah, but hikmah, conduct yourself in the just manner, literally. Put everything in its proper place. That's the hikmah. Then, وَالْمَوْعِزَةَ الْحَسَنَةِ, using the best language ever possible, best example ever possible. That's something like which will sweeten, the heart of the people, and like melt the heart of the people in a sense. وَجَادِلْهُمْ, that is بِالَّتِي أَحْسَنُ. But when you present your case, yourself, with wisdom and using the best language, if you happen to be in an argument, ayah says, وَجَادِلْهُمْ بِالَّتِي أَحْسَنُ, then you argue with them in better than they argue with you. Allah. Better than they argue with you. So, إِنَّ رَبَّكَ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ. After all, you don't have to convince people. Just make your case. Allah knows. And better, بِمَنْ ضَلَّ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ وَهُوَ بِالْمُهْتَدِينَ. Whoever deviates from his path, whoever comes to his path. Whoever guided, whoever is misguided. Allah is full aware of that. My brothers and sisters, let me read to you the context in which this ayah was revealed. It so happened that someone had used full language against Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, the second Khalifa of Islam. You know how tough he is? He is the exemplary man for justice. He is a courageous, he is a brave, he doesn't compromise. So somebody used bad language against him, kind of insulted. And who Umar in turn retaliated very harshly and even attempted to attack at him, even kill him according to sources. And then this ayah came to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This ayah, Udu ila sababika. If Umar behaved in that manner, there might be a war between two tribes, because these are responsible people, chieftain of the tribes. So this might pose a great danger of a breakup or breakout of a skirmish between the tribes. Then this ayah, Surah Al-Nahl 125 came, it was revealed. Then this ayah sets for Umar, for the Muslims that time, for the Muslims today, a guideline. A guideline. You may have mutual respect, but also you have mutual differences. Therefore, do not go into the trap of the Satan when you argue with some people. When you hear a foul language or when somebody speaks bad about you, against you, unless it involves the community as a whole, that's a different issue. But individually, we should be able to evaluate it and forgive the person if it is insulting our nafs. That's very important. So, which means today, we respond to allegations against Islam, accusations against Muslims, or character assassination in a sense. We should use a proper, appropriate language to combat these allegations and accusations according to the teaching of the Quran. Straightforward and reasonable arguments, we should give them with facts rather than, hearsay words. So taking a few passages from here and there, sometimes even for ourselves, without knowing the background and using it, it might be detrimental, harmful to our life and to our, very individual behavior. After all, goodness and evil are not the same. وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ ادْفَعْ بِالَّتِي أَحْسَنُ. Quran again makes it very clear. فَإِذَا الَّذِي بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَهُ عَدَاوَةٌ كَأَنَّهُ وَلِيٌّ حَمِيمٌ. Goodness and evil are not alike, are not equal. Therefore, repel the evil, dispel the evil, drive away the evil with what is good, what is better. Then, definitely, Allah will put between you a kind of affinity, affection, so that you will become a friend to the person that you are arguing with. Now, last example about this, someone abused and even reviled Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, who said to him, Abu Bakr was very upset with his remarks against himself. He said, look, my brother, if what you are saying is true about me, all the allegations, all the statements that you are making against me, if it is true, then I ask Allah Almighty to forgive you for these errors, for these mistakes. However, if what you are saying against me is an allegation, an accusation, is a lie, then I ask Allah Almighty to forgive you for this. This is the behavior of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Then look at what Abu Omar did radiallahu anhu. He said, after all, when that ayah was revealed, he corrected himself. He said, Man ahdani ila aibi rahimahullah. Whoever shows me and guides me and shows my mistakes, my errors, and guides me on the right path, may Allah have mercy on that person. And I wholeheartedly join the dua of Umar radiallahu anh. May Allah Almighty give us true understanding of our religion and make us a good servant of humanity by serving humanity within the best of our ability, so that we can seek and earn the good pleasure of Allah Almighty. ألا إن أحسن الكلام وأبلغ النظام كلام الله الملك العزيز العلام. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله كامل والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم طهر قلوبنا واستر عيوبنا واشف مرضانا واقض ديوننا وبيض وجوهنا وارفع درجاتنا وارحم آباءنا واغفر أمهاتنا وأصلح ديننا ودنيانا واحفظ أهلنا وأموالنا وبلادنا وبلاد جميع الإسلام من جميع الآفات والأمراض والبلايا. اللهم انصر من نصر الدين اللهم اخذل من خذل المسلمين. اللهم استجب دعاءنا يا مجيب الدعوات، واكتب السلامة والصحة عليها وعلينا وعلى المسلمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Once again, may Allah grant all of us a new Hijri calendar. Amen. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.